Welcome to the Jaco Report live for Saturday, December 24th. I'm Charles Jaco. Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. Later in this show, a local Republican congressman supports the war in Iraq, but he would not vote for it if he had it to do all over again. But first, a lot of us have a lot to be thankful for this holiday season. Our family, our friends, and most of all, our health. But what happens if you get sick suddenly? You have a heart attack or in a car wreck. You're the victim of violence. We expect that when we dial 911, medical help will be on the way. It's sort of like turning on the faucet and getting running water. It's always there. But to make that emergency medical care possible, a lot of dedicated men and women work long hours for low pay in often dangerous conditions. So this holiday season, we thought you'd like to join the St. Louis Fire Department's emergency medical service units on the streets.
Oh my God! That's what you're trained to do. So there's really not a whole lot of thinking about it. You see the trauma, you see all the nasty stuff.
They work like your life depends on it. It does. At any moment in a 12-hour shift, they become doctors, social workers, NASCAR drivers, lifesavers, philosophers.
You've been with a critical patient, and you tell them to hang on, and then they're just gone like that. Look up at you, and then they're gone.
These are the women and men of the St. Louis Fire Department's Emergency Medical Service. This EMS service is one of the nation's busiest. It's also one of the smallest for a city of 340,000. At any one time, there are 11 EMS units on the street. On a good day, there are 13.
Yeah, we get overwhelmed, but we doable. We just take one trip at a time, and that's all you can do. And we try to use our equipment wisely, so that we won't have any sudden breakdowns.
Comparable to cities with comparable population and stuff, they usually will have many more ambulances. It helps that we have a lot of fire trucks because they can respond as first responders and get there a little quick as us, so it kind of helps out, but it would be helpful if we had a little bit more.
We pay them lousy wages, don't hire enough of them, and expect them to be there when there's trouble. So who want the job? Aaron Wyman of Medic 13 for one. His dad is a veteran firefighter, and Aaron used to go out with him on calls.
I went on the jumper on the Poplar Street Bridge, and how old were you? I was 21, and we got there, and sure, she's floating down the river, and I saw all the apparatus and everything. I thought it was pretty cool, and so I want to do this.
It's the same story aboard Medic 12, where partners James Caldwell and Charles Chancellor work with the smoothness of a shortstop second baseman combination. So why do it?
It makes you feel good inside when you help someone who's near death, and you either bring them back, or the family, even though you don't get the person back, walks up and said, "Hey, thank you. You did all you can do. We really appreciate having you," and that makes you feel really good.
Just recently, my partner and I, James, had a cardiac arrest with a 4-year-old. And it's usually just really tough to handle, especially when you have little ones at home. It just affects you and you picture your own child.
Because not everybody can deal with the blood, guts, and the gore. But, if I had to, it's very rewarding because you can walk away at the end of the day saying, "Hey, I made a difference in someone's life."
Yvonne Ewing doesn't see herself as Mother Teresa with a defibrillator, but despite her toughness supervising this shift, it's often just who she sounds like.
I just like helping people. It's in my nature. The people need assistance, and I just like helping. It's just a feeling that I have for humanity. You're supposed to help your brethren, so that's what I do.
There's no room for sentimentality in this job, except when it comes to the kids.
The child is so innocent, and when you see them hurting or when they're sick, you want to reach out to them and give them everything, but sometimes, no matter what you do, it's not going to make a difference. But that's what hurts us the most when it involves the small ones, because they're just so innocent and just little bitty people that deserve a helping hand, and it's hard. It's just hard.
Ewing has 3 grown children biologically and over a dozen more professionally.
It takes a certain type of person to want to get out here and work. And the different places that we go and the different types of people that we go around, it just takes a certain individual. And most of the kids here are younger than me, much younger than I am. So I call them my children.
And sometimes it's literally a family affair. On Medic 5 this day, firefighter and paramedic Rob Cage works with his wife, Julie. They've been called to a car wreck north of downtown. In the car are a man, a woman, a cat, a dog, and 3 kids with only 1 car seat. They're making sure everyone's okay and advising the family on how to get free car seats from the fire department when suddenly,
oh my God,
a man half walking, half staggering across Cole Avenue is hit by a car, goes airborne, and lands flat on his back, a trickle of blood oozing from the back of his head.
Private on the quiet ALS to St.
You know what happened?
I
need a backboard.
The man is conscious. The driver of the car that hit him seems to be in shock. As the paramedics prepare to transport the man, it's all by the book. Make sure his head and neck are stabilized, make sure medical monitors are attached, make sure he knows help is here. Despite new technology, the job description remains the same. Somewhere in this city, someone is sick or hurt, they're in pain and terrified, go help them. Period.
We don't get paid that much. We're under a lot of stress, but we get to help a lot of people.